Round 3 of the Tour Championship. We had a pretty lackluster round in round 2. We kind of saved it on the back 9 to actually turn it into a pretty good day. But that front 9 was pretty miserable. Let's see if we can play a complete round here today and really feel good going into tomorrow with a chance to win our first ever FedEx Cup here on the channel. Well, we go from the intensity of the big house here on stream to the calmness of East Lake Golf Club. But not exactly all that calm, as this is the Tour Championship for the FedEx Cup. Looking to really put together a solid round. I mean, we've really struggled on the front 9 through each of these first 2 days. 62-62, which is by no means bad. 8 under each of the first 2 days. Pretty solid drive to start our day, and that's where things tend to go wrong, or at least went wrong yesterday, was we were being a little bit overly aggressive. We were hitting the power drive, and we didn't need to. Today, we're going to calm it down just a little bit. Now, this is uphill. A little bit, not a lot. I can't hit the 9. I'm going to try and hit the 8 and hope that that's good enough. Well, that's just off right from the very start, but overall, it's not going to be that bad of a shot. It's a long birdie putt. Well, my player loves it. But the putting here at East Lake, that is where things have just been a complete unknown for us. Been very, very tough to get these putts right. And these uphill putts especially, I mean, the power that we would usually add to an uphill putt is just not enough here at East Lake. And it's led to a lot of missed opportunities. And that happens there again, although I didn't think that was online anyway. Par on hole 1. Par 3 second. Just under 200 yards. Front pin. Not exactly where we want to see that. Eight iron into the wind's just not going to work. So it's going to have to be a finesse 7. Push it just a little bit back there. Pretty much as far as we can go with the finesse 7. It's hooking off to the left. I don't think this ball is necessarily going to stop either. Basically pin high, but once again, a very long way away from the hole. Almost 30 feet. I've not been able to hit a straight iron shot off the tee in what feels like forever. I'm going to blast this and watch it still be short. Oh, look at how good that was. 3 inches out. It's like we know what we're doing when it comes to putting by this point of the season. Reads are just pretty much automatic, but East Lake is throwing a little bit of curveball at us. We head to the 3rd. Now, there are still some holes where we will take the risk and go to the power drive. This may be one of them. But is it really that advantageous for us to do so? Probably not. Yeah, I just don't think that's really the smartest thing for us to do. Well, I was hoping it was going to move a little bit. We might be off the fairway to the left here. Well, we are, but in the first cut, so damage is pretty minimal. Well, what's the play? It might just have to be a pitch, which is not something I necessarily want to do from this distance, but let's give it a try. Big kick. Oh, that ball is not sitting. But one of our better opportunities so far here in round 3. On the way, breaking right over the edge of the cup. Oh, that was pain. It is missed opportunity after missed opportunity here at East Lake. Not much happening on the leaderboard. No real changes as of yet. We still lead by 10. Somehow, someway, Michigan is 2 points away from covering now. After playing like ass for 3 quarters. We have really found our regular drive again. This one might be a little bit left. It's going to take a nice bounce. Just with the shape of the fairway, but we're able to hit it straight again. Which is just not something we were doing. Well, I actually don't mind the pitching wedge in here. On the way. That needed to be like 2 feet farther, and I think we were going to be in a whole lot better shape. Then I think it kicks more towards the hole. Bring that back just a tiny bit. This putt's just absolutely pounded. It's got a chance and falls from, I believe, 26 feet for birdie. We're not playing bad enough to never sink any of those. We'll get a couple. It's just we're just that tiny bit off most of this tournament thus far, especially on the front 9. Been making all our moves on the back. I'm aiming for at least 3-4 under here on the front today. But for that to happen, we got to move. Well, first time we're going to take this risk here in round 3. And once again, it's not going to pay off. That is right. Chance this lands in the first cut, though. I will gladly take it. 95 yards out from the first cut. Well, we're going to want to see if we can't. I mean, I can't hit a spinner. We're a little bit too far away for that. How far back can I bring the pitching wedge finesse? Not enough, but the 50? The 50 could work. Just don't blast this. And we kind of blasted it. This ball's going to have to sit and doesn't. I see why it's called finesse. You really need some. We're just going to flop this. Just outside of a foot left for our par. Well, can't go back-to-back birdies, but good job just to make par after messing up the second shot. Our first par 5 of the day. 526 yards, 6-hole, If we're going to go that 3-4 under par that I'm looking for, birdie is essential here on one of these par 5s. Well, once again, we're going to try and cut these trees. I don't know what's up with the camera. That was a bit strange. It's an absolute missile, but it doesn't have enough. Now, see, that looks like it finds a hole through the tree. These trees are built so weird in this game. Damn it. Well, we're still okay. The finesse 6, just to hopefully get on the green. And I forgot just how much that takes off of it. All right. Well, what's the move? It may be the finesse. Now, I don't really like hitting it high. I'm going to hit it normal. On the way. Well, we're in there. Bumpy road just to get to the green. Let's see if we can't sink this for birdie. On the way. Looking good. Looking real good, and we do. Oh, that was not a clean hole at all, but dropping that in for our second birdie of the front 9 to drop to 28 under. A 10-shot lead once again. Downhill par 4 here. Hit this ball straight, and we'll be in great shape. Naturally, we don't. That's off right. I couldn't explain to you how. We came through the ball perfect and only overswung by 0.6%, and that's just right, and I couldn't tell you why. You're telling me that's 0.6% away from being a perfect shot. That looks right as well. That one at least makes a little sense. Definitely missed a complete straight line there. Just a little bit, but damn it. Well, at least we waited until the very end of the season to get cold. I don't really know what the right answer is on this putt here. On the way. Nope. We haven't done that much. We've left a lot of putts short, so overall, not going to complain much. In for par. 2 holes to play here on the front 9, a par 4 and a par 3. Like to at least birdie one of them. Not that many moves being made behind us. It seems like the rest of the field is struggling on the front 9 just as we are. Well, I'd say let's power drive this, but we want some accuracy. We don't want to wind up in the water. A little bit more left than desired, but pretty much right down the middle of the fairway. And with that wind, a good chunk of rollout as well. 104 out, which once again just puts us at that awkward distance. Which means I have to hit a finesse. Have we finally gotten one of these right? For the most part, I'd say yes. Fairly decent approach shot. This putt shouldn't do that much. There we go. Well, we got one of the birdies. Now we have hole 9, the par 3. We've already kind of hit our goal, a loose goal of that 3-4 under par. Let's see if we can't get the 4. However, this is a 235-yard par 3. Probably playing a little bit shorter with the pin in the front, but still going to be probably a 6 or 7 iron in, maybe even a 5. I think if we get this right, we could get it right off the front of this fairway. Might not even have to worry about that. This looks like it's going to be on the green. Doesn't roll forever, which it kind of has. It's not a terrible shot, and in terms of our irons off the tee, especially lately, we'll take that. Putt is on the way. Oh, it was tracking there right until the very end. I mishit that just a little bit, and we will have to settle for par here on 9. But hey, a 3 under. Front 9, which I don't know if that's our best of the tournament, but it feels a whole lot better than yesterday. Nine holes left to play here on Saturday. Par 4, 10th at 424 yards. Kicks off the finishing 9. We're just going to hit a regular drive here. My miss with the driver's been right, so we're going to give ourselves plenty of room. It's a little bit of a right miss. This should be in the fairway. Won't be cut off from access to the pin. 80 yards out. With the front pin, we can kind of aim a little bit past the hole here with the finesse. And I might even aim it, like, back here. On the way. This should spin like crazy. Coming back down the hill, but it's going to spin a little bit too far. Damn near spins off the front of the green. I mean, we landed that dead center of the green. Shouldn't have hit it high. Well, this is still a chance. Slight kick to the right. Ball's sitting on a good chunk of break. It's going to come out a little bit funky. On the way. That's looking good. That's in. Birdie starts off the back 9. 30 under par here in the Tour Championship. The lead by 13. Whoa. Feeling really good right now. No doubt. If I can bring a 6 back, I mean, maybe. I feel like maybe the 7 is the more appropriate play. Well, it's a decent-looking iron shot. I don't think it's quite going to get there. Long ways away, but on the green. I just don't know. I hit 6-iron. Something tells me that that ball is not really going to have much of a chance, as we have a heavy breaker here for birdie. On the way. It doesn't look that bad. Powers past the hole. Wow. Well, we've over-adjusted then. Went from leaving mostly everything short to powering everything long. Oh, man. This is going to be a 3-putt at least. That is brutal. 3-putt bogey. Well, we will not go bogey-free today, and that is our first bogey, I do believe, on the back 9. Unfortunate. Hate to give any of those back. Sitting there at 4 under for the day. Just started the back 9. All of a sudden, ouch. Well, a tricky pin to access here, it looks. So let's aim kind of off over here to the left. It's pretty much dead straight. Wind's taking it a little bit. Yeah, we're going to be right where we want to be. Do whatever we want now. Not really a chance of finding that rough or finding a bunker. Now a spinner is a tricky shot to handle here. This ball sits. Hey, that's a very nice shot. Very nice shot. Hopefully secures our birdie, and does. Well, an interesting back 9 thus far. Birdie, bogey, birdie. Max Homa moves into second place, 12 shots back. It's not automatic yet. But, I mean, we really haven't had a major implosion like this all year. So, you know, you gotta imagine we're feeling pretty good. Let's put a ball down here for fun. It's looking like it should be good. No rollout whatsoever, but... Well, a back pin once again. Do we club up here? A high 50? Take a little bit off the high 50. And that ball never did much of anything in the wind, and we're along for the ride now. I feel like you got to run these balls up to the hole. You're hitting something that's going to spin up there. That's always going to happen. Well, let's see which... Oh, God. That ball did nothing. Probably powered it through the break, but goddamn. That shit didn't move. Tiny click off on the power. We're in for par. Gordon has moved to within 11. Somebody finishes strong. It could make things interesting if we finish, well, opposite strong. Once again, a very tough pin. Probably land the ball close. Power drive's looking fairly good. Gonna land dead center of the fairway. And now this is kind of more our range in terms of an approach. Not exactly. But I mean, not a bad chance here. Well, that looks good. Ball's got to sit. Ball's got to sit, and it does. It's crazy how you put us in a spot where we're not hitting our 58-degree wedge into these greens, and then we stick something like that in for birdie on 14. 4 holes left to play here on Saturday. 22 holes left to play on the season. Par 3 15th with the wind at our back. I feel like I'm pretty comfortable hitting the 7-iron here. It's a little right of target, I do believe, but this still might be good. Yeah, sit. Finally did. That ball certainly got pushed in the air more than I thought it would. Very slight power adjustments. On the way. Catches the left edge and falls. 4th birdie of the back 9. I do believe we are 6 under par here today. With 3 holes left to play, try and improve on what we did in the first 2 rounds. 62-62 is how we played Thursday and Friday. Remember the last par 5 we eagled yesterday. And we don't want to flirt with that bunker too much. Might bring this drive back just a little bit, so we can aim a little bit more towards the center. Right miss, but hopefully us bringing that back is going to make that a pretty nothing miss. Yeah, we'll stay in the fairway. Now an uphill approach. High 50. On the way, looking fairly good. It's got to bite, though. It's got to spin back. Has to spin back, and it didn't. Should have went with a finesse. So now a very, very hard downhill putt. I think we've already missed it. Well, let's see. Ball just ran out of speed. You know, in terms of a miss, I'll take that. Way better than that ball rolling long and rolling all the way off the front of the green. Still, nothing's going to beat the putt out of bounds at Evian. Nothing will ever beat that. Par 4 17th, 430 yards. Let's see if we want to do what we've done in the first 2 rounds and put a ball down there. Yesterday, we drove over the green. Actually have the wind at our back here today. High drive for a little bit more accuracy, and maybe, just maybe, we catch the right stuff. Well, it's down there. Oh. That's an interesting kick. That hit the side of the green and just died. Well, let's see if we can get this right. On the way. It's breaking, but not enough. Just over 3 feet back for our birdie, though. And we make it. Make that our 5th birdie on the back 9. 33 under par. And now the finishing 18th. A 590-yard par 5 that we eagled to end our round yesterday that really saved what was an otherwise not so great round. All right. I'm thinking regular drive into the wind. That's a good bit downhill down there. It's going to be more towards the left than yesterday. But we're down there. We clear the hill. Nothing to complain about. Now the approach. This is going to be a very, very difficult one to stick on the green. So we could aim. You know what? Let's aim for the bunkers. May actually miss the bunkers here. Like our chances at putting a pick shot closer than almost anything else. Wasn't all that great. But a 5-foot birdie putt upcoming to end round 3. That does next to nothing. And that falls. Dude, we shot 62 again. That is 3 straight 8-under days in the Tour Championship, and we will head in to our final round of the season, leading by 14 shots. All it's going to take for us to not lift the FedEx Cup at the end of tomorrow's round is we just have to not implode. Now watch the wins be 20 to 25. That would certainly be a wrench in the plans, but we are feeling really good heading into Sunday of the Tour Championship from East Lake.